Welcome to the Smart Business Show, episode 67. All month, we are talking about going further with your business. So, moving it past just the basic business that most people can run, that is a little better than a hobby because it does pay your bills all the time, but it's not thriving. It's not, you're not sitting with, a long list of prospects waiting to work with you. Because that's really what most people want, is a long list of prospects that work with you. And that are willing to pay, good rates for it, above market rates or in the top percent of the markets. But very few people get there. And the biggest reason that very few people get there is because they're lazy. That's it. They're lazy. What they put in is mediocre results mediocre effort, and what they want is exponential results. So they look at the leaders in the industry and they say, I want to be like that. And what they don't see or what they don't do to get to that point is to put in the effort this other person is putting in. So maybe an example is me. I'll say I'm thriving since you're listening to me, or at least you want to do some of the things that I do. I follow up with clients for months on end. I actually pay for a CRM called Contactually, and we'll talk a little bit more about that later. And I follow up with clients regularly. I follow up with past prospects basically for years until they stop replying to me for I think it's 6 emails it's set up. If I haven't heard from them in 6 emails, it just moves them off the list. And I'm continually looking for good value to provide. With you, I follow up via my emails, via my podcasts, via my blog posts, via books. I follow up on Twitter. I follow up on Facebook, all these things. The fact is probably most people don't actually blog. They talk about it. They may even advise their clients to do it if they're developers or if they're designers, but they don't actually do it themselves. And so most people are putting in, or if they do blog, what they actually do is they're only putting in a mediocre effort, right? I have an editor and I have a bunch of other stuff. I write 1,000 words a day. I pitch other publications at the same time. I pitch a new publication every 3 weeks. I continue to write for kind of the top. I only have about time for 4 publications, the top 4 publications that are sending me the best results. And so that's the type of effort that I'm putting in. And that's the type of effort that top people in your fields are putting in. And what most people are doing is, they get a contact from a prospect, they reply to it, they maybe follow up twice in a month or 2 if they haven't heard anything back, and that's it. Right? There's no long-term follow-up. They just kind of stop. And what you've really done there is the barely there entry to the field. You've done just what it barely takes to have a business. And that's why you're only getting, say mediocre results. That's why your business is a little better than a hobby, because you haven't really put in the time to build all these processes, and you're not putting in the effort, this exponential effort that you need, this lots of effort. So that's where we're starting from for this whole month, is that if you want to have an awesome business, if you want to go farther with it, then you're going to need to put in exponential effort. You're going to need to do more than everybody else. And honestly, out of the hundreds of people that listen to this, you're going to find maybe 3 that do it. So be one of those 3, because just by being one of those 3 over the next number of months, you'll see your business grow. The year I really started digging in and following up really well and doing it for months on end and making recommendations and connecting prospects to other developers that didn't fit me, when I supposed to just saying, I can't do that. When I started really digging in and putting in a lot of effort, my business doubled easily. So that's what I want for you. I want you to have a thriving 6-figure consultancy like I do. And we're going to talk about many of the ways to do that this month. Thanks for watching.